I think I have found my new favorite deck to play in the standard format, and of course, it includes Roaring Moon. Heck, it even has Slither Wing in the deck. Look at that, the brand new Slither Wing even ends up being good in this deck. And to top it off, it even has Koraidon. Yes, Ancient Box is one of my favorite decks to play right now, and I think it's actually pretty well positioned within our format. Alright, so welcome back everybody to a brand new Pokemon TCG Live Shrouded Fable deck video, and we're going to look at the Ancient Box deck that I am playing right now within our current format. So the main thing with the deck is, of course, your main attacker being Roaring Moon. Again, the nice thing about this deck is it beats up on big basic decks like Raging Bull, Miraidon, and of course, Roaring Moon, which are all pretty popular right now within the format. With Charizard, steadily falling off a little bit, this deck gets a whole lot stronger. Now, to accompany the deck, we are, of course, playing the Koraidon. This is inspired by Gabriel Fernandez's top 4 list from Worlds. I mean, Gabriel did win EUIC with Ancient Box with Koraidon, and he once again ran it back to a top 4 finish at Worlds. So he's a believer in the Koraidon, and I can kind of see why Koraidon is still really good. The Walking Wake is nice because you get a 1 Retreater, but you don't have an attacker in the deck with Walking Wake. Your only attacker is the Moon, and then sometimes you have the Flutter Mane. With the Koraidon, you can actually use Koraidon as an attacker. It's not that good of an attacker, but it does have a nice niche effect of being able to do 30 damage for each of your ancient Pokemon in play. It's a nice way to get some early damage onto the board. Now, the other addition in the deck is actually the Slither Wing. With the rise in popularity of Iron Thorns EX, Slither Wing actually ends up being really useful in this deck. Now, I think Ancient Box is already okay into Quad Thorns and even decent into Miraidon, but the Slither Wing makes those matchups even better because this attack, Iron Smasher, does 140 damage if your opponent has any future Pokemon in play. So if you're playing against Quad Thorns, this Pokemon literally one-shots all their Iron Thorns. If you're playing against Miraidon and they happen to put Iron Hands in play, Slither Wing ends up being really good in that matchup. You already have the Roaring Moon in the deck, but, against Iron Thorns, sometimes they get lucky with a Judge or Crushing Hammer and Lost City, and sometimes you just kind of run out of steam against Thorns before you can ramp up Vengeance Fletching damage. Same thing with Miraidon. Miraidon sometimes just kind of overpowers you before you can really get going, especially if you, lose your Greninja to, an Iron Hands. So having the access to the Iron Moth, or Slither Wing, sorry, the Slither Wing gives you some better outs to beating a matchup like Miraidon, where you just have a nice big backup attacker that can help you in that matchup for just 1 fighting energy. Now, we are only playing 1 fighting, but if you prize it, it is what it is. I mean, Moon's still pretty good in that matchup, but Slither Wing just helps in the early game and just gives you a better time into those matchups. And like I said, this deck beats up on big basic decks right now, and if decks like Charizard are not as popular, this deck gets a whole lot better. But before we do get in the video, shout out to the sponsor, Card Cavern TCG. Of course, if you're looking to get any Pokemon TCG Live pack codes, get them over at Card Cavern. Card Cavern sells code line for the cheapest. So if you're looking to pick up any set codes like Shrouded Fable, Twilight Masquerade, an older set, or you want to get some IRL TCG singles and product, Card Cavern sells all of that over there. If you get anything at Card Cavern at the checkout, use my discount code LDF for a 5% discount on your order. Help the channel, help yourself out, and up our Card Cavern. So shout out Card Cavern, check them out. Use code LDF, link down below. Also, check out my second channel down below if you want to get some extra content from me. Just did a video reacting to a brand new Magneton that, speaking of Iron Hands, might make Iron Hands even better, which is just what the world needed. But here is the list we're playing in today's video. It's about as standard as your Ancient Box deck gets. I am playing the 4 Explorer, 4 Sada, the 1 Penny, and the 1 Boss. I have seen Ancient Box play Petron in the deck. Petron allows you to have a free switch for your Moon. It basically gives you an auto-win against Snorlax. If you want to beat Snorlax, you can play Petron. I don't really think Snorlax is popular right now, so I'm not respecting it. Yeah, I'm not respecting it. We do have a Penny and a Pal Pad, though, so Snorlax is pretty beatable with Penny and Pal Pad. It's tough, but it is beatable with the Penny Pal Pad. It's not as good as Petron, obviously, but Penny's also good. A lot of the time, you want to pick something up, like, obviously, if you start Koraidon or Slither Wing and you prize fighting, it gets awkward, and sometimes you actually have to get rid of your Greninja. You're playing against a deck with Dusknoir or Iron Hands. It actually comes up a lot, especially in matchups like Shempao. You'd be surprised how useful Penny actually is in the endgame to checkmate your opponent. I mean, really, the only other card to talk about is the Secret Box, the optimal ace spec. Now, I always thought Awakening Drum was the best ace spec in the deck, but after really playing Secret Box ends up being the best ace spec by far in this deck. Discarding 3 cards from your hand, which is already really good in this deck because you're discarding ancient cards for the fletching, but it also lets you get a tool, an item, a supporter, and a stadium. You get an ancient booster capsule, Sada, PokéStop, and a vessel / Nest Ball or Super Rod. It's a busted card. It's actually insane how good Secret Box is in this deck. A lot of the time, if you're just sitting on your Secret Box, it just wins you the game. It's really good in the early game, too, if you can't find Sada. We are playing 4 Pokégear in the deck and 2 PokéStop. Really, the only changes to make, I wouldn't mind maybe going down to 3 Pokégear or 3 PokéStop, PokéStop is a really good card in this deck, but a lot of decks right now are playing PokéStop, or they're just not playing any stadiums at all. So most of the time, PokéStop sticks around for a couple turns anyways, or the entire game. But yeah, let's go show off my Ancient Box list here in action, and show off why I like this deck so much right now in our current standard format. All right, we hit Raging Bolt, and oh, let's go. We started Flutter Mane into Squawkabilly. Insane. Yeah, big basic decks like Raging Bolt, Moon, Koraidon, just going second is kind of important. I think with this deck, you just go blind second. Because, like, okay, you might hit Regidrago, obviously not great, but I think you have to go second with this deck. Because, like, you just can't afford to go first in the aggressive meta. But we'll see if my opponent can even move Squawk this turn into something else. They have to retreat Squawkabilly, which means they got to find an energy and a Pokemon. They can't Squawk and Seize under Flutter Mane, so this Flutter Mane start is pretty insane. Thankfully, our hand is good. Explorer's Guidance, Nest Ball, it's pretty solid. We have the Sada too. Raging Bolt does have Iono, which is like the only thing that's kind of annoying. Bro found all the shoes. Holy smokes. It's crazy, bro. They got the kicks, but can they Squawk this turn is the question, like I said. Also, the other thing too, PokéStop sticks around the entire game, which is also insane. There's Nest Ball. We just, like, basically play into the fact that we can make ourselves Iono proof. That's, like, really how you beat this matchup. This matchup's pretty favored, I would say, if you go second. And you don't brick. Pretty, you know, it's not asking for a much, but apparently it is. All right. Do they have the ability to retreat? They got all the basics in their hand. Holy crap. Oh, they had Earthen Vessel. They still have to retreat Squawkabilly. We're cruising with Flutter Mane being in the active spot. Like, Flutter Mane's just kind of doing his own thing, just chilling. Makes it more awkward for my opponent. Not in this case, though, because, like, they can just retreat. If I was actually going if I was going first, this would have mattered, because technically they can't attack turn 1 with Raging Bolt unless they find Switch card, which, oh my god, they would have had. Jeez. Boy was cooking with his hand. Holy crap. But yeah, once again, we just set up and we're fine. Just stabilize, and this matchup should be pretty fine. They do have Bravery Charm. That's a little scary. 290 HP is a lot of HP to have out of nowhere, but ideally you hold Counter Catch, you just kill the Ogre Pawns or the Squawkabilly, and then you just blow up Raging Bolt at the end of the game. Pretty much how this goes. Unless you Koraidon the Bolt or something early on. I don't know. We'll see what they got. They're not attaching. Oh. My opponent did not attach the Squawk. They discarded Switch card. Do they not realize they can't Squawk and Seize? Oh, no. My opponent might have blundered here. Uh-oh. That's pretty funny. Yo, the raw Flutter Mane trap? No way, bro. May not matter. They may have Sada in hand. Like, I don't think it matters. They probably just have Sada anyways. But and I probably have to give them a PokéStop this turn. Like, they're still doing anything next turn, obviously, but it's interesting that they didn't do much. Okay. Maybe they didn't want to Squawk. Maybe they literally didn't want to. I don't know. Okay, Explorers. Take these two. Nest Ball for Greninja. Thankfully, all of our moons are in there. We did prize a Sada, but Pal Pad's in the deck. Secret Box is in there. Okay, good. Conceal cards first. Okay. Grab our energy. PokéStop. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have played that, actually. I don't know. I kind of want to get more moons. Oh, we lost the other Sada. Got Pal Pad, though, so it's not that bad. It's kind of grief, though, for sure. It's not great. Losing all 3 Sadas, or finding all 3 Sadas that quickly is not fantastic for us. Alright. Do I ever Pal Pad here? Honestly, I think I have to. Yeah, I think I have to. They could Iono me. It's probably better to keep the Sadas in the deck. We could randomly get Iono or Judged. Raging Bull does play Judge, so there's a chance they just randomly judge me here and I whiff Sada or something. I don't know. I just don't want to lose to, like, random hand disruption spam. Okay, never mind. We don't have to worry about it. My opponent just immediately PokéStops away their Iono. I guess maybe we should have put Booster Capsule on the Flutter Mane in case of Sandy Shock's knockout, but that's not happening anymore, it looks like, as it is now in the discard pile. Yeah, I don't know. The problem with doing the thing there is now if we PokéStop, we might discard other Sadas. It's not that big of a deal. We can probably attach attack every turn. We'll see if they Prime Catcher here. We'll see if they find Prime Catcher this turn, too. Or Pokemon Catcher Hedge. They still need to move Flutter Mane, or the Squawkabilly. They still need to find Sada this turn, or a Switch card. So, they still got to move this Squawk. The Squawk's still stuck in the active, hilariously enough. The Iono being in the discard is good to know, because we don't have to deal with it as much. Okay, they found Sada. They got there. All right. I got the knockout. We can then start swinging with Moon. See how it goes. Just gotta make sure we find him first. Probably Sada before PokéStop. Yeah, that's correct. We did prize a Sada, which is fine, because that means we technically can't discard one off the stop, which is in the prizes. Assuming we never get Iono. There's a Nest Ball. They're finding all their Nest Balls. I gotta find my Nest Balls. I gotta make sure I got Moons in play. What are they grabbing this? Another Ogerpon, probably? Let's see what they grab. Imagine it's gonna be another Ogerpon. They probably want Fez in play, too. They could get Iron Bundle here, actually, which is kind of annoying. They could bundle. Bundle would suck. Okay, thankfully they didn't get a bundle. If they bundled, I most likely would have just had to give them Greninja. I could have probably gave him Moon, actually. Yeah, maybe I would have went to Moon. I don't know. It's a good thing. Unless they have Prime Catcher in hand, they could. They could still be sitting on the Prime Catcher. You never know. Or they could have a Pokemon Catcher heads. They still threw though they pass. Oh, okay, never mind. We're chilling. This is probably a good opportunity to just explore his guidance. Give me these? Sure. I think that's correct. Yeah. Don't really need the Ancient Booster Capsules. Okay. Bench Moon. I still don't even know if I want to play that. I just pass. If I PokéStop, I don't want to mill a Sada. Now you know what? YOLO. YOLO. Okay, the YOLO worked. Perfect. That was actually the optimal YOLO. We got rid of 2 ancient Pokemon and got a counter catcher. That's actually the optimal PokéStop. All right, let's go. Glad I did that now. This is fine. I'm down to just sit here and build up my discard pile. My opponent is not being aggressive, which is kind of a misplay on their end because I could just sit here and build up my discard pile. So, like, it's pretty good. We're at 4. Yeah, we're doing a decent chunk of damage. There it is, Prime Catcher. They're going to kill the Moon. That's fine. All right, let's see what they got here. Question is, do they play any weird shenanigans? That's the question. Is there any weird shenanigans? Some Boltless also don't even play tools anymore. I ran into Bolt before with no tools, so it's possible they don't have a tool. Okay, PokéStop, that's fine. Do we ever counter catcher kill Squawk? Here's the question. If we have the ability to, probably, right? We'll see how our turn plays out. I don't know. Knowing the Ionas in the discard pile is decent. I just don't want them to get it back. So, I don't know. I'm probably going to, like, Sada, Pokégear, try to get Sada or something, and then PokéStop. Just put the Sada in my hand so I don't discard it, knowing that I am down my Pal Pad. Though we did prize the Sada, like I said, so it's not that bad. We know at least one Sada can't get discarded right away, because it's in the prizes. Speaking of Sada, there they go. Only 1 energy, but you don't need much. The benefit of Ancient Booster Capsules, we force them to get rid of 3 energy, but it doesn't matter them getting... We don't play hand disruption. It doesn't matter how much energy they discard here. The HP does not make a difference in this matchup. So, just kind of is what it is. They do play Bravery Charm. So this is probably where we just go around the Raging Bolt. Like I said, this is where we just want to go around Raging Bolt. Because they have Bravery Charm. Nothing I can do about that. Bravery Charm's annoying. So we'll just KO Ogerpon or Squawk this turn. Ideally, we KO an Ogerpon. Oh, can we ever KO Raging Bolt? They don't double Charm. There's a world where maybe we can knock out the other Raging Bolt on the bench. That'd be nice. That'd be pretty good, too. Hopefully they don't play random Vacuum, by the way. PokéStop sticking in play the entire game is, like, really valuable. So I'm really hoping they don't randomly just play a Lost Vacuum. That would suck. Maybe we should try to keep 1 PokéStop just in case. Because, yeah, I don't want to randomly get Vacuumed. That would not be good. All right, let's see what they got here. Let's see. They can knock out my active, and then, like I said, we go Moon, and then we go Sada, Kaboom, and see where it takes us. I mean, hitting the active isn't bad. We have to 2-shot this thing anyways. But I think it's fine, a counter catcher. I don't know, maybe hitting the active's okay. Honestly, 290 damage at the end of the game isn't that hard to do, so... Especially when most likely we have access to PokéStop the entire game. Should be fine. Should be okay. Okay. Yeah, best case scenario, we kill the other Bolt in the bench, I think. I don't think we can do enough damage. We'll see what happens when we promote the Moon. Because live doesn't really tell you how much it's in the discard until you get the go Moon and read the attack. Okay. What do we top deck here? Nest Ball's chill. I like it. How much are we doing? 170? Alright, so Sada. See, we got off the Sada. Okay, the other counter catcher is not bad at all. We'll Vessel Yeah, we can get the other moon out too. Seems good. All right. Greninja, wait, the fighting. Okay. 200 damage. Okay, well, Nest Ball for Moon. And I'll roll the PokéStop. Well, Pokégear first. Did not find Sada. Wow. Thick boss. Okay. I would just attack the active. Or, no, we just counter catcher. Let's kill Squawk. And then next turn, we can knock out Ogerpon when they knock me out, and then we just blow up the Raging Bull at the end of the game. I don't want to get greedy and PokéStop. I was very close to PokéStopping, but if I run out of Sada, there's a world where we could lose. I think we just play it safe and just don't try to aggressively mill our Sadas. And putting the boss in the hand is fine. We're either going to play it next turn, or we'll just... It'll go to the bottom of the deck if they Iono me, if that happens this turn. So I think it was fine to do this. I think we're in an okay spot. We can win in 2 turns potentially, which is like kind of big. We just got to make sure we can hit 290 at the end of the game, or not, right? So... Should be okay. Should be chill. Should be chill. See if they're able to do this turn. The question is, can they disrupt my hand? It's going to be the main question. Can they find the hand disruption card to, like, stop me from doing stuff? We'll see. That's really what this kind of comes down to, I feel like, is, like, a potential late game Iono. They haven't Pal Padded yet, so it's most likely in there, unless they prize it, and I get super lucky. So we'll see what they end up doing here. What's their play looking like? Let's see. Teal Dance. I mean, yeah, their deck is very straightforward. They just attack with Raging Bolt and pray. There's a world where maybe I should booster Capsule Flutter Mane on the off chance they go Sandy Shocks Catcher. Put a 1-prizer in the active. But like we even can't win a 1-prizer, doesn't really grief us that much in the long run. Because like 2/2/2 is like fine. 2/1/2/2 is also really not that bad. There's the Pal Pad. That's a little scary. Yeah, there's the Iono. Can they find her this turn? They still have a 14-card deck. Even with Pokégear, there's a chance they could whiff. They've already Ogerpon. They haven't Greninja, though. Maybe they'll misplay and PokéStop, mill this Iono. That'd be nice. They have Fez, too. Crap. Fez is kind of scary. Okay, never mind. My opponent just doesn't even care about Pokégear, I guess. Okay, never mind. They don't even have Fezidipity. He doesn't even get the Fezidipity. Wait, what the heck? Okay. All right, I'm cool with that. How many gears are in their hands? Surely you keep those gears, right? Because you want to find Sada. Or Iono, sorry. And if I don't get Iono, I'm chilling. Like I said, we'll go Boss, Knockout, Ogerpon. Most likely. Or Boss KO Raging Bull would be nice, too. That'd be decent. We just need to work towards a big one-shot on this guy. I want them to play the PokéStop so that they mill their Iono, and then I can breathe. And be like, I know Iono left. What are you going to do? Huh. Alright, what do they got? Yeah, the double Pokégear discard is very interesting. Okay, they have Sada. That could find them the Iono, too, for next turn. But it means we're keeping the hand, which is just kind of what I wanted. Let me keep the hand here is pretty good. I don't know, maybe the play is to go Counter Catcher. But I want to keep the Counter Catcher in the deck because I might need it with PokéStop in play. It's harder to find Boss than it is Counter Catcher. I still have gear in the deck still, so I don't know. It's probably better to just Counter Catcher because I think we probably need to... Well, it'd be really good to have a Sada here. Not having Sada here is kind of grief, actually. Because we're most likely in an Iono next turn. Could put Moon back into play, too. Okay, well, we'll see what our top deck is. Okay, Secret Box is solid. I want to keep that in the deck for sure. We're just trying to keep PokéStop food, so... We're doing what? 210? Do I really just boss here? I mean, the Sadas are in the deck. We're getting Iono'd, so I'm, like, debating whether it's worth it. Okay, we can probably just Super Rod. Back Moon, 2 energy. Ultra Ball. No, we still have 2 Sada, 2 gear. Yeah, it should be fine. Just boss kill Ogerpon. Yeah, it should be fine. And basically, it's just like, well, if you don't do If you don't do an Iono this turn, it's looking pretty good for us. All right, what's our prizes? We do get that last Sada. Now we'll have 3 Sadas in the deck, which is nice. All right. Our deck has a lot of good cards in it, so I think we'll be okay. We know a Sada, if they Iono, we know one Sada goes to the bottom of the deck, so if we do YOLO the PokéStop off of an Iono, we can still, even if we mill 2 Sada, as long as we get gear, it should be okay. I can't win next turn, though. I can't one-shot Bolt. Unlikely I one-shot Bolt anyways. We're close. We're getting there. But no Cigar right away. If they don't Iono here, we're just chilling. Then we just Sada, and it's like, honestly, we might just win next turn, actually. If my opponent is not Iono here, we honestly may just have game. Yeah, if they don't find this Iono, we might just have game in hand, to be honest with you. It's looking decent. 290 damage isn't that hard to hit with our current setup. So, actually, yeah, if they don't play the Iono, yeah, we could win. Hopefully they don't Iono me then, so we could just win. That'd be nice. That would be nice. Not even to worry about getting Iono would be nice. Let's see. 8 cards in hand. Let's see what they got. Can they find this Iono? That is the question. Because yeah, I think I might be able to win if they don't Iono. I think we can do it. No Iono. Let's go. Okay, so we might just have game. We might just have game. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Gotta do 290 damage. It's definitely possible. Slither Wing in hand. Vessel. We have 3 ancient cards already. We have guaranteed attack. Okay, that's really good. Alright, Sada. Get those on moons. Okay, nice. Attach. 240. Play the PokéStop. Okay, I think that's... We're 1 off. We are 1 off, actually. Okay, we're 1 off. We're 1 off. I think we still have it. Yes, I think this is still game. So we go... Earthen Vessel. Probably was better to Vessel then. Actually, we should have probably Vessel at the start of the turn, actually. That would have probably secured it. But it's fine. We got there anyways. Never punished. Yeah, it was correct to Vessel at the start of the turn. Because then I would have thinned out more. Yeah, I should have Vessel at the start of the turn, but it's all good. We got there. It's all gravy, baby. We hit the 290. Yeah, they needed Iono there. They didn't Iono. It is what it is. That's basically how the Bolt matchup goes. Going second is kind of an important feat in this matchup. Yo second, that's good. Well, that was almost a 20-minute game. 17 minutes. Holy moly. But yeah, that's how the Bolt matchup goes for this deck. You just go around the Bolt, and you're probably going to need to do 290 at the end of the game. Ooh, we hit a future deck. This is actually better for us because we have Slither Wing in the deck, so I don't mind this. We do open up a Koraidon, though, which is not fantastic, actually, because I only play the one fighting. Oh, but they have Iron Valiant. They're playing Iron Valiant in the deck. I don't know if they're playing Iron Hands. Well, surely they got to be playing Iron Hands, right? No way they're not playing Iron Hands. We're not really going to be using the Slither Wing right now anyways because I have no way to use it. But they are playing a deck where Slither Wing ends up being an attacker, so that's good. So we can actually use it in this matchup. All right. Let's see if we can find Earthen Vessel. Boss. It's not helping. Grab Greninja. Hopefully we have Fighting Energy in the deck. If we don't, this is pretty bad because Koraidon's just doing it. Of course, I prize Fighting Energy. No! Fighting Energy's prize. Not like this. Okay, that's pretty bad. I have no way to attack with Koraidon. Or Slither Wing. It's not great. We'll take these 2, I guess. Need to get a baby moon down here. We'll play the Pokestop. We'll rip it. See if we can maybe get a Nest Ball or something. Okay, I'll draw 3 cards. That works. We'll get rid of Gear. Probably Vessel. Keep the energy. We'll grab Roaring Moon. And pass? Maybe could have attached the energy to the Koraidon just to bait my opponent. Because, like, my opponent doesn't know that I prize the Fighting Energy, but it might be okay to just play the bait game. Not too sure. Can my opponent KO me? They do have a research here. Don't have an Iono. That's good. Yeah, I don't mind if they do knock me out. We have 120 HP here. All right, they try to rip the Pokestop, and thankfully they get nothing off it, so that's good. They lose another supporter, which is nice. All right. Let's see what they're able to do. We need them to kill the Koraidon, because, yeah, I prize my fighting energy. But once we do find it off the prizes, we are going to probably use Slither Wing, because I imagine they're playing Iron Hands in the deck. No, they're just going to poke for 80. Unfortunately, not knocking me out, which does let them set up a knockout next turn, unless I Penny this turn. Maybe I should have attached, because I theoretically could find Penny. So maybe it's better to put the energy on in case I find Penny, but I don't know if I'm finding Penny anytime soon. All right, we got another Nest Ball, which is good. Greninja here, draw some cards. And then we'll Sada. Ooh, we can put the Capsule on Koraidon. I actually don't mind that. I'm kind of down, because then they can't knock me out with Iron Valiant. So they're forced to just KO me with, like, Miraidon here. Honestly, this isn't that bad. This matchup should be okay, because, like, all we have to do is just kind of keep ramping our damage up here, and we can easily knock out the Iron Valiant in one hit. So it's really not that bad. What are we doing at the moment? We're actually doing a decent amount of damage. Rip the PokéStop. Maybe could Nest Ball for another moon. I don't want to bench it just in case, though. Find Pokégear. We lose a PokéStop. All right. Let's pass. I'm going to keep the Slither Wing in my hand, because, like I said, we might use it. There's a good chance we might use it. I don't know if they're playing Iron Hands anymore. I haven't seen Lightning Energy. I feel like we would have seen a Hands by now, so I'm not too sure if they're playing Hands or not. We may not even need the Slither Wing after all, but we'll keep it in the hand just in case, just because it literally can do 140 damage in this matchup. We'll see if they can knock me out here with Iron Valiant. They could be playing a Vacuum, but we'll see if they can even pull anything off. But yeah, once the Miraidon KOs me, we can also get access to Counter Catcher, which is good, and Counter Catcher is going to be pretty good here. Okay, I don't think they're playing Iron Hands. I feel like we definitely would have seen it by now. So maybe they're not playing Hands. All right, no Hands in their deck, it looks like, but that's fine. Okay, they're going to KO the Koraidon, which is perfect. And now we kind of just start the train. So now our objective is to try to go 2-2-2. We can boss KO the Iron Crown, actually, which is probably going to be the play, to be honest with you. We'll see how much damage we're doing before anything. But I think we can KO Iron Crown here, which is pretty good. 170? Okay. Well, Nest Ball for Moon. Do we have both Counter Catchers? They're in there. I mean, ideally, I'd want a Counter Catcher here. So we'll PokéStop before we do anything else, just to see what we get. Okay, no Counter Catcher. It's fine with me. I will happily boss an Iron Crown and knock it out. Seems good. One less Iron Crown to deal with. Love to see it. All right, can we find Fight Energy or something? No. That's the downside of just playing one fighting. Sometimes you prize it, is what it is. Now, luckily for us, my opponent's not playing Iron Hands, because then the Slither Wing would have been pretty relevant. So it's actually kind of good they're not playing it. There's an Arvin. They could Iono me. Maybe I should have attached to one moon, just in case of an Iono. Our deck's pretty thin, though. They also haven't bumped the stadium, which tells me they don't have a counter stadium. How much are they doing here? A decent chunk of damage. The thing I'm scared of is them setting up damage on a moon to then knock it out attacking on bits. So that's like the only sus thing. I mean, well, how much are they doing right now? 60, 80, 100, 120 at most. I don't like that. Bravery Charm, that's annoying. We'll see if they go in Iron Valiant this turn. We can probably one-shot it, even with the Bravery Charm on. Still, it's probably not going to happen on the Bravery Charm, but we'll see. Drop Pal Pad here. We could Pal Pad boss back, try to Pokégear for it, and then boss KO another Iron Crown. We could Penny here, too, depending on the outcome of the situation. This could be a turn where we just Penny our Roaring Moon and heal it. But it looks like they're just going to kill me with the Iron Valiant anyways. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I do need to probably Rod soon. Now let's bring this guy in. Screw it. They're probably going to try to kill me with Miraidon here, but we get Counter Catcher back, which is good. Okay, Earthen Vessel's not bad. We'll play that. Ditch the Koraidon. Yeah, most of our deck is just, like, good cards for us. So, Sada. Let's see what we got. All right, there's the Counter Catchers. We got Ultra Ball 2, which isn't bad. Okay. So we're doing 220. Actually, you know what? We can probably KO them here. So I think we're just going to try to go for it. I think we get this knockout. So PokéStop. Yep, that's the knockout, right? Yeah. We got Ultra Ball. I guess after all, we are getting reverse Slither Wing. Look at that. Grab another one, because I play two. Haha. All right, sick. Should probably bench it just in case. No, just knock them out. Just in case they... I don't think there's any shenanigans coming up, but just in case there's any shenanigans coming up, I might as well bench the Slither Wing. Because we might get fighting. Yeah, I got 2 more prizes coming up here. And nope, none of those are the fighting energy. Alrighty then. I think I'll still find a bench this anyways, just to have the option open. Honestly, I think we just have game next turn, right? Yeah, we have game. If we don't get Iono. There's a vacuum. Getting rid of the PokéStop. Unfortunate. PokéStop stuck around way longer than I thought it would, though, which is fine. And no Iono, which means that is GG's. Because we can go Secret Box for Pal Pad, and then we'll have 7 cards in the deck, and we can guarantee Boss's Order to knock out Iron Crown. Or we can just KO the active. They have to KO me with a Koraidon this turn. But it's GG's. Like I said, we can just knock out the Koraidon here. Or knock out, we just win with Boss. Unless my opponent plays Unfair Stamp. Which, nope, doesn't look like they do. Okay. I don't know what A-Spec they play. To be honest, we never saw their A-Spec, which is kind of crazy. Alright, well, that's GG's. We can promote the Moon and then knock him out. Seems good. Alright. Ironically, we play against a future deck, and we didn't use Slither Wing. Funny times. Alright, so we'll Secret Box. Get rid of these 3, I guess, sure. Grab these. Pal Pad, put the boss back. Guarantee the boss off the Pokégear. And that's game. There we go. Yeah, pretty decent matchup, I would say. Iron Hands probably is a little bit scarier for us, even though we do have Slither Wing. We did prize fighting energy. So if they were playing like an Iron Hands build, this would have been a little bit harder for us to deal with, just because I prized the best card for that matchup, the fighting energy. If fighting energy is not prized, and they're playing Iron Hands, the matchup's a cakewalk, but it's a little awkward when you prize fighting. But thankfully, it was an Iron Valiant deck, which is a bit easier, and Moon can kind of just come in and clean up. All right, get in this game. We are going second. I had the option to open with Moon or Flutter, and I opened Flutter Mane just because I'm trying to get a read on my opponent, but it looks like we see a Pheasantipity. I think we're playing against Regidrago, so maybe I should have opened Moon instead. No, it's not Regidrago. Is it Raging Bolt once again? It is another Raging Bolt deck. All right, maybe it was better to start Flutter Mane then. My opponent won the coin flip, though, which is interesting. So I'm surprised they chose to go first. So we're playing against Raging Bolt here. Okay. Fine matchup. Pretty good matchup, I would say. Our starting hand isn't bad either. We have Moon. We have Sada. Probably want to try to get Explorer's Guidance, I think. So that's the plan. Okay. Yeah, I think starting Flutter Mane was fine. Yeah. Our start's, like, kind of mediocre. We prize the fighting energy. Greninja's in there, and so is all of our Moons. All of our Sadas. All right. Let's see if we can find Explorer's Guidance. No. All right, Sada it is. Well, Sada here. I don't know, maybe off chance I can attack with Flutter Mane. Okay, that's a lot better. Got another Moon. Can attach here. Pass. I'm not going to put PokéStop in play, though I could. And honestly, maybe it was better to put PokéStop down there just to try to keep getting cards. But I don't want to put it down and give my opponent free PokéStop. They didn't really do much turn 1. Like, no bolts were found. They didn't squawk and seize. So I'm probably okay to just chill. And I don't want to get my PokéStop. Play it down next turn. Ooh, a Judge. It's a little annoying. Maybe I should have PokéStopped. All right, let's see what the Judge gives me. It's still pretty good. We got Sada. At least so. Judge is not a lie. Ooh, but they got the knockout, it looks like. It's fine. Can't really attack anyways. It doesn't really matter if they knock me out. All right. Do they have a catcher, though? No, they're just going to kill Flutter. Okay, sick. They still don't have a Bolt in play, though. This thing's kind of annoying, because I can't really one-shot it right now, but it's all good. Thankfully, the Sada... Okay, nice. Thankfully, the Sada didn't, like, completely brick me here. I'm down to just get a third Moon at this point. I was thinking about getting Greninja there, but I'm down to just get third Moon set up. And then we'll do this. Okay. And then we will Sada. See what we got here off Sada. Nice. Explorer's Guidance. Pretty solid. We're doing 130. Do I ever counter catcher? I don't think so. I think we just hit the active. I mean, they're not doing much, so it's all good. Like, even if they knock me out, I mean, we KO them back. My opponent hasn't done much still, so we can keep setting up our discard pile here. As long as we don't get judged again. This is like the one thing with the Raging Bull matchup is they play Judge or Iono, I guess Judge is worst case scenario, but yeah, they just attack. They don't even put energy in play, which is good. All right, they have Fez, obviously, but that's fine. Because we're still going to be tied in prizes. We can probably just go around this thing at this point, if all goes well. Nest Ball's pretty solid. We'll play that. Grab Greninja now. And then we'll explore its guidance. All right. We'll grab this. And this. We have Secret Box, so we have Guaranteed Sada, so I'll just grab these. Sure. All right. Attach. We're taking 2 prizes. We can Nest Ball, grab our last Moon, and then let's knock out the active. And then we just Secret Box for Sada next turn and snowball from there. Ideally discarding more things. Kind of low-key wishing I put PokéStop in play now. I didn't expect to get judged, to be honest with you. I was not expecting a judge, but those are good prizes. 2 more energy. If we get judged again, this could get awkward if I whiff Sada, because it's a little annoying. But honestly, the Ogerpon can't attack. My opponent needs to go Raging Bolt this turn. Ogerpon cannot attack me this turn, because they didn't attach energy last turn. So there's no way Ogerpon can attack. So they have to go Raging Bolt this turn. So they still need to find that. They have Fez. I mean, pretty good chance. I mean, Fez and Dippity, 9 cards in hand. Be surprised if they whiffed. But, like, the matchup, like I said, is pretty, like, as long as you're, like, consistently flowing like we are, even playing around that judge obviously was huge. You know, we can just kind of chill. They have the Sada this turn. If they judge me again, it's not really going to do them any good. We have Counter Catcher. Assuming they don't put Bravery Charm on, maybe we can one-shot the Raging Bolt, but it's looking like we're probably going to go Counter Catcher up Pheasantipity or something and knock it out. Ooh, they're playing Dusknoir. Okay, that puts us on a bit of a clock, because now they have a way to KO my Greninja. That is not so good. But can they still knock me out? They need to find a Fighting Energy. If they whiff the knockout here, it's a free turn of getting an attack off, which is good. I don't know if they're playing Bravery Charm or not. That's the thing. Okay, they do have it. Yeah, the Dusknoir is annoying, because it puts us on a clock. We have to win in, like, 2 turns. Because they can go Dusknoir Greninja and then Raging Bolt my active. That's pretty problematic. I could Penny my Greninja, though, obviously. Which is, like, really the only play I have here. Can't Counter Catcher Duskull. That wouldn't make any sense at this point. So I think we just try to take 2 prizes. It should be easy peasy. They didn't put a Bravery Charm on. Honestly, we should probably knock out the active. Okay, so I'll start off with Concealed. Make my hand a bit bigger. Nice. We drew Sada anyways. Look at that. All right. Don't even need a Secret Box. So I probably still will, just to try to thin. Doing 190 damage. Not really a knockout with this current hand, unfortunately. It's kind of mid. Okay, we'll Super Rod. Put these back. We'll Ultra Ball. Grab Flutter. Earthen Vessel. Okay, this works. I'm not counting the active, but I don't know if they're playing Bravery Charm or not, so this is a good opportunity to CC up the Pheasantipity and knock it out. And now we can probably win next turn. I mean, we still haven't found, like, PokéStop yet, which I guess maybe I could have just Secret Boxed there, but I think it's okay. I maybe should have. I don't know. Got 2 more Ancient cards to discard. So we just need to win next turn. We might get judged, but I mean, we'll see. They don't have Fez. They have a 28-card deck. Yeah, they're not judging me, so that's game. Unless they get Bravery Charm here, then it's not game. But I think if we... Honestly, we can probably still do 290 next turn. It's not impossible if they get a Bravery Charm. We'll see if they find it. They got no Fez, so... They could take 2 prizes this turn. Which it looks like they might do. Yeah, they found the Candy Dusknoir still. Okay, wow. Pretty skill. All right. They can kill Ninja. That's fine. This does put us on a clock, but it does still allow us to win the game. As long as they don't get a Bravery Charm here, we win. Unfortunately, the Dusknoir means I can't Counter Catcher. So yeah, Bravery Charm Raging Bolt here would actually be pretty bad, because then I can't Counter Catcher this turn, because I'm going down to 1 prize. That's kind of insane, but we'll see. What's our prize? Not an Ancient card. Do they have Bravery Charm? If they don't get Charm, we win. I think we have game with Boss, though, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we had game no matter what. We had game with Boss also. Okay. I mean, the Dusknoir does make this matchup close. Judge and Dusknoir are kind of annoying for this deck, but we got there. They didn't get a Bravery Charm, so we have enough to want to kill this Raging Bull with our last moon. Pretty close game, though, for sure. The Dusknoir changes everything. Without Dusknoir, I would have had an extra turn here. How much are we doing right now? 230. All right, so we just Secret Box, discard these 3, and win the game. We had Boss for game 2. So if they had a Bravery Charm, we had game no matter what. So it didn't even matter. All right, let's go. Raging Bull is a pretty good matchup for this deck. All right, I see a Petron. This most likely is Moon, if I take a guess. And that's fine. Our starting hand is decent. Turn 1 attack isn't bad. The Moon matchup is essentially, can we keep up? Now, one of the downsides is our PokéStops always getting discarded. So we don't really have access to PokéStop this game as much, which is a bit of an issue. Even though they play it, it's just not sticking around due to the fact that they can discard it. So that's one of the issues we face in this matchup, but it's most likely the Moon deck. And I mean, our hand's like, okay. We have Vessel, Sada. Slither Wing isn't really doing a whole lot. Unless they are magically playing a deck with Iron Hands, which I don't think they are. So we will see how it goes. Oh, Loyal 3. I was not expecting that. Changes everything, actually. The Monkey Dory is kind of annoying. It only gives up 1 prize. It's not good, actually. Try to KO the Petron. All right, what do we draw? Perfect. Another Moon. That works. The Fight Energy's in there. Greninja's in there. We did prize 1 Roaring Moon, however. Okay. I don't know if they're playing their Roaring Moon EX, but we'll see if they have it. Nice. Got Nest Ball. Gets me Radiant Greninja, which lets me play the game. All right, here we go. Conceal cards. Let's see what we find. All right, we got a Secret Box. Honestly, I'm down to play it. Yeah, I think it's okay to play it. I don't think they're really going to hand shot me next turn, to be honest with you, so I'm not really too worried about that. So I'm down, baby. Do I want Nest Ball? Yeah, I do. I mean, that's a pretty solid amount of... Yeah, it's a pretty solid Secret Box. We can Nest Ball here for Moon. How much are we doing right now? 120. All right, play PokéStop. We'll use it. See if we can get anything good. Okay, we milled another Ancient card. And we'll attach the active and... Skadoosh, 130 damage. All right, pretty solid turn 1. That's about as good as a turn 1 as we could have asked, to be honest with you. I'll take it. 130 turn 1 on this Peck run. Not too shabby. Yeah, that's good. Ancient Booster Capsule is fine. They obviously can poison and then Dirty Headbutt for a knockout with the Mochi on, but that's fine. Let's see what they got this turn. There's Heavy Ball for Radiant Greninja. They need to draw their own cards. Now, they are playing Iono in their deck, I think, but if we can put on enough pressure, we can kind of just force them to have to find the Janine every turn and stuff, depending on how it goes. There's PokéStop. Ooh, the triple hit. Oof. It's a pretty good PokéStop. The triple hit stop. The question is, next turn, if they knock me out, do I counter catcher or not is the question. I'm not too sure what I like more. The Monkey Dory is annoying because it gives up 1 prize card, which maybe is okay. We can lean into that, and then this way they can't really use a 1 prizer against me, which could be relevant. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, Mew, not bad. Easy knockout. Weak to dark. Let's go around the Monkey Dory. That might be the play. Ideally, they don't attack me this turn. None of those cards on the PokéStop are very helpful for them. So, I mean, if they don't attack me here, you know what? I'll take it. Okay, they found Janine. Do they have another energy, though, to attack? Let's see. Let's see. If the Body Mochi was on, we wouldn't get KO'd here, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. All right, retreating into the Mew. That's not a good sign. Wait. Okay, they had Dark Patch. That's why. Okay, never mind. I was like, no shot, they're giving me a Mew. Yeah, I was going to say. They probably had Dark Patch. All right, so unfortunately, they did get the turn 2 knockout. Ooh, Catcher. See, they flip heads. They do. I guess my Greninja's a goner. That's unfortunate. It's kind of relevant. We do need Greninja in this matchup, but not the end of the world. We still have a bunch of Moons in play. We're just kind of chilling with our Moons. Nice. 1 Iono gone. All right, the less Iono they have, the better. I'll take it. What are they grabbing with this Ultra Ball? I mean, do we just counter catcher this turn? Probably, to be honest with you. I don't think we're knocking out Fez. Well, I'm down to just kill Petron, to be honest with you. Now, Fez is like okay, though, too, to be honest. There's an Okie Dokie. I don't know. If I can kill Fez, that wouldn't be bad. I don't think I can kill Fez this turn. It would probably be the best option, though, to kill Fez. Probably can't reach enough damage. They're not killing my active, which is like the Moon with the Ancient Booster, I mean. That kind of sucks. I can't Dirty Headbutt next turn. So I wonder I mean, I could just attack them here and force them to have a switch. I mean, they see an energy card, though, right? Nah, it probably doesn't matter. All right. Let's Sada. Start the turn off. See what we got. Okay. Found Boss. It's pretty good. This gives me a good reason to just counter catcher this, then. And I'll rip PokéStop first real quick. Okay, we got Super Rod, another Pokégear. I could get Greninja back with the Super Rod. It's tempting. Discard Flutter Mane, get Greninja back into play. Yeah, I don't hate that, honestly. I'm down. Yeah, I'm down. Greninja's a pretty good card, not gonna lie. It's a pretty good card. You know, I like it. I like it. It's a good card. Definitely need it. Just in case. Because, like, I know they play Iono. They're definitely playing more than one, so it's probably important. Stick the knockout. Could have Pal Padded there, honestly. Not really a reason to. I don't think I'm getting Iono this turn, right? I mean, I could. They have the Monkey Dory, but still. All right, I think it's fine. We'll take our 2 prizes. Another Dark Energy solid. Another Pokégear is pretty solid. The more the merrier. I don't know if they're playing any other stadiums either, though. If they're... I mean, they're playing shoes and stuff, so, like, if they're playing shoes and catcher, that tells me they're not playing a counter stadium. So I think they're just playing PokéStop, too. Question is, are they using Moon EX? Because they can Calamity Storm, which is annoying. They have Arven, no Iono, unless they're playing Unfair Stamp as their ace spec. Wait, are they going to Prime Catcher here? No. They probably want to go Petron. But like I said, our game plan, honestly, I'm down to just go around the Monkey Dory. We can KO Mew next turn. Or if we get super lucky, we can KO Pheasant Dippity or Petron again. I wouldn't mind KOing Petron again, actually, either. All right, so they've already Arven. They've committed to the Arven, so there's no Iono this turn, which is good. We keep our hand, means we can cook a bit. We get Pal Pad. We'll probably Pal Pad at the end of our next turn. Yeah, we'll probably Pal Pad at the end of this turn here just to get our stuff back. All right, let's see. Flip the script. That's fine. 7 cards in hand. Can they find this Peturunt? Let's see what they're able to do. So we'll be doing 160 with this. We discard 3 more cards. We can kill Peturunt, which is probably the better card to KO. We can KO Mew, which is like the obvious knockout. Or we can KO Fez if I can reach it. I'm probably not going to KO Fez. It's very unlikely I can do enough damage to knock out Fez Dippity. They have Dark Patch. Sure. Another Dark Patch. All right, they found all the Dark Patches. All right, what else? They have to poison this guy. Like, there's a world where KO and the Monkey Dory is okay, because then they can't use a 1 prizer against me at the end of the game, but we can easily just go 2-2-2. It's probably not that bad, especially with Boss in our hand, so it's probably going to work out. Should be A-okay. How many Nest Balls do I have left? 2 Nest Balls, okay. Let's see what we top deck here. What do we got? What do we got? Okay, it's not bad. Rip the PokéStop. Okay. Pretty mid PokéStop, not gonna lie. We'll just do this, and it looks like we are going to be bossing the Mew and killing it. And then we'll Pal Pad. Back double. We can go Sada Explorer. Because there's a world where we might need to get Moon back into play here. I think we might need it. Assuming we get Iono. This is all assuming we get Iono. So we're just gonna knock out the Mew, take our 2 prizes, and then see what we got. Because the Monkey Dory's only giving up 1 prize. Because usually... Nice, good prices. Usually what would happen in this situation is my opponent would lose the game because I can one-shot their Monkey Dory, take the last 2 prizes, game would end. I can't do that because it only gives up 1 prize. So I might have to be a little bit more careful. Honestly, I maybe should have Pal Padded Boss back. But I don't want to draw Boss. We get Iono. That's like the worst card we could have got because I can't KO anything. And yep, there it is. They unfortunately found their Iono. All right, here we go. What's the Iono give me? Okay, we got the Sada. Need to find another Moon. We actually could lose this game if I don't find another Moon ASAP. Or Rod. They're weak to fighting, but Slither Wing doesn't do anything because there's no future Pokemon on their board. Yeah, it's not good. If they had an Iron Bundle in play, Slither Wing would actually low-key be cracked. I don't know how many Ionos they run, but we will see. It's like the only thing that I don't like about playing Ancient Box is it sometimes loses to your opponent just randomly Ionoing you. And it's like, nothing you can do about it. Yeah, I don't know. It's not good. Ideally, we one-shot Monkey Dory this turn, get another Moon down, and we can win. Like, that would probably win us the game. We need to... If we get 1 more Moon in play, we should win the game. Assuming we can kill this Monkey Dory. We have to kill the Monkey Dory and then get another Moon down. It's honestly looking pretty good. Got +2 in the discard pile. We have PokéStop still in play. And the stop's not getting bumped, thankfully. Yeah, because, again, like I said, in normal situations, we would have won the game by now. Because this guy would have given up 2 prizes. But this is not a normal game. All right. We'll see what our top deck is. What do you got for me? It's pretty solid. Start off with PokéStop. Hopefully I don't regret that. Oh, let's go. Didn't regret it, baby. Well, Vessel away. Probably the counter catcher, right? I don't see myself playing that anymore. We can thin out the deck, check the prizes. So we need to find another Moon. We could... Oh, do I ever bench Koraidon? It doesn't do enough damage. Explorer. Nice. Still have time to win this, though. It's not over. Ooh, didn't get super odd rip. No rod. It's unfortunate. Damn. Okay. Rod even in there? Is that trolling? Rod was in there. We're gonna think Koraidon. It's not as good, but it'll get the job done, I guess. Thin out the deck. Knock him out. We're gonna have to lean into Koraidon. Koraidon can theoretically 2-shot, though. It's actually not that bad. We hold on to our ancient cards. It's fine. We can get Moon. Yep, there it is. All right, lit. I guess I would have had game if I attached to Flutter Mane. We can promote Flutter Mane for turn, though. Sada, attach, win the game. If we don't get Iono'd here, we can still win the game. We might get Iono'd. Honestly, Iono's pretty bad. We have all 3 Sadas in our hands, so that's like, kind of bad. We still have our Pokégears, right? There's 1 in the deck. We'll see. Okay, getting Iono'd here could lose us the game, to be honest with you. We ran out of steam and couldn't find that last Super Odd, and that Moonbeam prize might have screwed us over. This is actually getting a lot closer. My opponent has Iono. This actually might not end very well. Yikes. See, they have the Iono. They have Iono, it's pretty bad. Doesn't really matter what they attack me with. It just depends if they have Iono. Here we go. 12 cards. One of those 12 cards has to be an Iono. It's not looking too good. If no Iono, I should win the game. I might be able to see my whole deck. And we can promote Moon, Retrieval, Sada, and win the game. We just need to not get Iono'd. I don't like my odds, though. They have a giant hand. This friggin' Pheasantipity, bro. It's a little too good. What are the odds they play more than 2 Iono? They're like playing Arven, though, too. So I don't know. They're playing a lot of other cards. I don't know if they fit 3 Ionos, but we'll see. This comes down to essentially an Iono. If they Iono me, it might be Jover. Okay, they're digging. They might have it. They might be in there. Shoes. Oh, God. They're definitely digging for an Iono. There's no way they're playing all these cards without looking for Iono. Okay, Ultra Ball. That's fine. This is stressful. Morpeko. That's fine. Doesn't do anything. If only we had Counter Catcher live right now. But you're going on 1 prize. It's impossible. Do they have the Iono? Okay, no Iono. I don't have it, but if I get Rod or... Yeah. If I get Rod or Retrieval here, I win the game. And as long as they're literally not the last 2 cards in my deck, I win. So I think we just go for it. They need to just not be my last 2 cards in my deck. And then I should just have it. Yep, there it is. GG's. Don't know why I played that Ultra Ball. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to click the Super Rod. I got excited. If we had a Pokemon still in the deck, we would have been able to win. But this works too. Vessel. Yeah. Close game. Kind of came down to whether or not they Iono'd me at the end there. And this is basically Ancient Box in a nutshell. If your opponent late game Ionos you and you haven't stabilized a good board, you lose the game. If not, you win the game probably. So there you go. 280 damage. Boom. That's a knockout and that's a dub. Had we not had game there, we would have had to try to resort to using Koraidon, and that would not have been as good. So I don't know. That was close. We probably would have lost that game if they Iono'd me there. So, But that's the Ancient Box experience that you have to come to accept when playing this deck. And there you have it. That is the Ancient Box deck in action. Once again, as you can see, this deck is pretty strong right now at beating those big basic decks, which seem to be pretty popular. The Moons, the Miraidons, and especially the Raging Bull, which we ended up playing as 2 of in this video. But yeah, overall, just a really strong deck. Roaring Moon is a really good attacker right now. And again, if you play against something like Gardevoir, you do have that type advantage. I am a big fan of the Koraidon in the deck, just allowing you to have an early game attacker, or even using this as an extra attacker in some niche scenarios. Unfortunately, we didn't really get a lot of action with Slither Wing. We didn't play against as much lightning as I expected, so Slither Wing ended up not being as good. But again, if you play against a deck with Iron Hands, or if you play against Quad Thorns, Slither Wing ends up being a really good attacker. So I do still like having it in the deck to make those matchups a little bit easier. Secret Box is optimal. I mean, you saw in this video, it did help us out a lot. And the deck seems pretty good. I think the 60 is pretty solid. And outside of just obviously having not the greatest Charizard matchup, I think Ancient Box is in a pretty good spot right now and might be my favorite deck in the format at the moment with just how the meta shapes to be. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video on my Ancient Box list. If you did, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. Help me on the road to reaching 65,000 subs. Thank you all once again for full support on the channel. As always, check out my second channel down below if you want to get some more extra content from me. And of course, check out Card Cavity if you get any codes. Use code LDF. That'll be for me. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you on another video. Bye-bye.